end up failing to. And I know you were just like me with someone disappointed. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 OMI update video. And before we even start, we have Raythax with that $5 super chat saying, will your realty company, Aria, accept Bitcoin for rent? Absolutely, Raythax. Every single one of my businesses, whatever they are, they do accept Bitcoin for rent. Even businesses that haven't opened yet, such as the Chavez Realty Company, name to be determined, Chavez Entertainment Company, or Chavez whatever have you. I haven't actually made a company yet for YouTube or for the animation story writing that I tend to do, but I will do that. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So thank you, Raythax, for kicking that $5 super chat off. So today I'm talking about how much OMI burn there are, and based on the screenshot, based on the thumbnail, you can tell exactly why there's going to be so much OMI burn based on how many VV drops there are, what they are at, and that's based on a 0.0023 OMI price. And right now I think we're below that, so we might actually do a little bit more than 281 million OMI burn. We might go to 285, 290, depending on what the price is when it drops in the next 45 minutes. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is which Earth 2 tiles I am selling currently, what are for sale right now. They are one or two of them's in America, another one's in like China. I mean, any one of my properties you can go bid on, and most likely I won't entertain it, but the only reason I would for some places, like let's say America, where I could sell for, let's say, $30, $40 a tile, whatever, maybe half off, and I would do that so I could get tiles in other places. I would sell Class 2 in America to buy Class 2 in other places, and I trade, let's say, 100 tiles for 1,000 tiles, where even if I sell them for let's say $10 a tile, which I would never do in America, because I think they're worth a lot more than that. But if I was able to do that, okay, well, I could just now have 1,000 tiles, because I could buy in Antarctica for $1.71, or I could buy anywhere else for under $1. God, there's so many. So again, I would definitely do that. Again, location be damned. I don't mind giving up decent spots in New York. Because again, once the buildings are wiped, once we have most buildings are wiped, most locations are wiped, we build whatever we want. I just rather have more tiles, so this way I can have more resources, I have more essence, and just pretty much just more things to do, and bragging rights for a little more tiles. But yeah, OMI, there's a couple of other things I want to go over as well, as far as the OMI burn. They did mention in a interview the other day that when they change over from the Go chain to Ethereum blockchain, and they change over to Immutable X, going from the Go token as gas fees to Immutable X when there's no gas fees, they might actually leave several billion OMI on the table. Like, they might just leave behind some of that. That being said, they also said that they were going to do a buyback in June, that is this month. Now, take it with a grain of salt, because they have said before, yeah, in May, we're going to have a new exchange for OMI, and that hasn't happened. I think that's partly because they are ready to go to the Ethereum blockchain, and they didn't want to mess with that, but they did confirm that they are still looking to go. Excuse me, they are still looking to go, and they're still looking to say, yeah, we're still looking to get a new exchange. But again, that didn't happen in May, and it's still, I'm hoping it happens in June. If it doesn't, then I don't expect them to kind of keep their word of saying that they're going to do a buyback in June. It might wait till July or August, but either way, they have confirmed it. They are doing that very, very shortly. They're not going to wait until 10 billion, or unless we have 10 billion burned by the end of June, which I don't think will happen. We might have we should have 6 billion burned by the end of June, because we should have 6 billion burned by, that should happen. But that's just the news elsewhere, where even if they have, because they said they didn't need 50 years worth of OMI tokens, so if they sell, or if they leave on the table 10 billion, or even 20, 25 billion, and then they buy back another 5 or 10 billion. That's a lot. And what they also want to do as a company for Vivi, they're going to want to buy back when it's really, really cheap. They're not going to want to do buybacks at $1 or 50 cents or even 10 cents. They would rather do the buyback for themselves here as a company, because at the end of the day, the owners of the company, one, they want to get things really cheaply, so they want to, if they want to take money off their balance sheet, they want to get something done very quickly. But also because they all own OMI as well, they want as little OMI out there in the float as possible. They want to burn as much as they can. That's why they're going to do the 4x burn days, those giant, massive burn events, leaving OMI on the table when they go to immutable, and buying back as much as they can right now while it's cheap, because eventually everyone's going to want to sell, whether it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or a couple months from now. So I have talked enough. I'm going to go to the Q&A. Legacy Bermuda says, being the first is always good. Go to the moon. My shoulder still hurts. Legacy Bermuda, yeah, send me that demo, that short video you were going to. I don't know why my hair's doing that. Those that don't know, Legacy Bermuda has a mini movie coming out, and I can't wait for it. Lynn X, what's going on? I mentioned you last night. I was sleeping because it was very late, but I hope you're doing well. And again, to answer Wraithax's $5 super chat question, will your realty company, Aria, accept Bitcoin for rent? Aria Realty, yeah, absolutely. We would prefer it. We would prefer that. We would prefer... Right now, I would say just Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum we would accept. Personally, I would accept OMI. Again, we're talking about next year. I have to see where OMI is. If it's still down below 10 cents by next year, then yeah, absolutely, we'll take OMI as well. That's something that, you know, we try to follow. El Salvador, which approved Bitcoin as a legal currency, as a legal tender for their country, which is going to put pressure on other Southern American, Central American countries like Panama, hopefully Brazil, Uruguay, things like that. They are getting pressure from the International Monetary Fund. They are going to get pressure from the U.S. State Department saying, like, oh, hey, are you trying to besmirch the almighty dollar? No, it's not what they're doing. They just want other people to have other options of paying. And again, it's a great store of value as well. So, yeah, with Aria. Freddie Mercury says, hello, Randy. What's up? Hi, chat. Dabs. What's going on, Freddie Mercury? I am just hanging out waiting for that Vive drop, I want the super ultra rare, the Count Cocoa Puff. I know that's not his name, Count Chocula. I say Count Cocoa Puff because if anyone that remembers watching Invader Zim, Count Cocoa Puff was one of the characters. There was this like super Alex Jones conspiracy theorist guys like, listen, dinosaurs and ghosts, these are stuff that aren't real, but what is real is Count Cocoa Puff. It was really funny. It was really good. I enjoyed it. All right. Moon says, let's go. What's going on, Moon? How you doing? Thomas Spataro says, hey, Randy. Hope you have a great day. I'm having a super fantastic day. Things are going pretty well so far. I left Brooklyn this morning, left my girlfriend's place, and I had not too much traffic. I had far too much Taco Bell. So I got home. I just took a nap. I was like, I had this super weird dream last night where I was in an airport, and then I had to, then suddenly I moved further in the airport, and it's like a Hollywood scene where they made like this construction site in a music video. So I was in a music video, and then I had to go down to like leave. And as I go down the stairs, because the elevators weren't working, there was like this rally of combination between like feminazis and cosplayers, and they were all fat. And I was like, I can't get down the stairs. So eventually I get down the stairs. And then my friend Johnson, I served in the military with, is like, hey, bro, Chavez, I can't find my reservation. I was like, oh, the reservation happens to be in the back restaurant. You're at the front. Let me guide you there. And we go across like this football field. People were having a halftime show over there, so we had to score a touchdown before we get let in, but we were going back and forth defending. It was really weird. It was really crazy. I had to put a wrestling move on my friend Otto, rest in peace. And I was like broadcasting myself, like, hey, I got crossface. I did like a Chris Benoit move, and that was really crazy. Thank you guys for so many likes. How I Made says, DCA OMI wins the game. OMI's gonna win everything. Gonna win the heckin' decade. Nicole Smith, how's it going? How you doing? Cool Sheet says, sup, R-Dog, 90% of my liquid net worth is in Bitcoin, Ethereum, E2, and OMI. Good Lord, help us. Cool shit. Yeah, but I can't. I'm still proud of the fact that most of my net worth is actually in Pokemon cards. I can't wait to sell that big card to get most of my net worth out of there to go into something a little more liquid, something that has a little more potential for growth, even though this trophy card that I have is one of 11 in the world for that grade. And yeah, I really want we want to get that Bitcoin, that OMI, and have a bunch left for Earth 2. At least maybe 30 grand for the tiles and like 20 grand for the coin. Yeah. Again, I can't wait to see the tokenomics on the coin that they announced and what exactly they're going to do. Super excited for that. Basilio says, I want OMI under 0.0019. Yeah, I want it too, but I don't think we're going to get there because the last time we got to 0.0019, it shot right back up. So that seems to be a very strong support line, which is good. I mean, I guess you don't want to go in too low, although I kind of do. Like I said, if the International Monetary Fund, U.S. State Department, if they decide to try to do some type of banning, or they try, which they won't, but if they try to do something like that and Bitcoin takes a tumble to 10 to 15 grand per coin, or anything under 20 grand a coin, yeah, you're gonna see these things like OMI, like all the altcoins take a nice 60 to 70% haircut. So getting down to 0.00044 means $440 gets you $1 million. That's heckin' ridiculous. I'd be able to buy 100 million. Oh my god. 5% in CRO and 0.045% in Bitcoin. LOL. Yeah, so CRO is good. That's a good long-term hold. Shout out to Raythax for giving me that to study, and I was like, oh yeah, it's actually good. That and LynX telling me about Solana. Solana's a good long-term hold as well. They're not something I have currently. It's something when I get that card sold and I get everything else done, I'll buy some Ethereum and I'll buy some Solana and CRO, all of which long-term. Because again, Ethereum 2.0, to the moon. Nicole Smith says, accepting Bitcoin for payment seems iffy. For one, you get capital gains tax plus Bitcoin fees for transferring, plus Bitcoin is slow. Yeah, Bitcoin's got about, I think it takes like a transaction per minute. So it takes a while to do, where it's not really good where if you're online at a grocery store and here's my Bitcoin card, and then you have to sit there for 55 seconds, stare off into space. Like I remember a tropical smoothie when I was working 11 years ago, something like that, and I had every time we pushed out an order, it took like 3 to 5 seconds for the receipt to come out. So after I punched in the order and they paid, I would stare into space for a couple seconds, and then I would say, after 2 seconds had passed, like, would you like a receipt with that? And then whether they said yes or no, it was already printing out. So I could just give it to them, because if I said, like, would you like a receipt with that? And I said, yeah. All right, sorry, hang on. Okay, here we go. It was just a little awkward. So I'd just stare off into space for a couple seconds. But as far as capital gains tax, where for business owners, you don't actually pay that until you sell, because again, that's an asset, that's property. Because it's property, it's the same thing as an actual house. You're not going to pay capital gains tax on something unless you sell, and again, you transfer that to another property. But your other point was capital gains tax. Yeah, the fees as well is a lot, but again, the store of value is invaluable. That's something that I would definitely love to. Like I said, I've given discounts on Pokemon cards because they paid in Bitcoin, and that was when Bitcoin's 52, 55k, maybe even 65k when it was at its highs, and now it's down to about half that, a little more than half that now. It was up to like 37k before it went on a tear. So it might pull back a little bit because it went up like 7%. In a day, or it might keep going. Will it go to all-time highs right now? I really don't see that happening just yet, unless we have Tesla and everyone else saying like, yeah, we bought more Bitcoin for our balance sheets. Although MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, his MicroStrategy company, was going to raise $400 million just to get more Bitcoin, but they're raising $500 million to get more Bitcoin because it's so cheap right now, and he sees it. He sees the future. He sees, like I do, which way the wind is blowing. Moving on. Junior Sanchez, hey, I made it on time. How you doing? Hey, Junior Sanchez, how's it going? Basilio says, what resources can tiles in New York City give? Pigeons and rats. Yeah, in New York City, there was a lot of Pidgeys and Rattatas when we were playing Pokemon Go. But you're probably going to see iron ore. You're probably going to see a little bit of wood if you have Central Park. Maybe even fresh water, because again, New York City is an island. It is when 9/11 happened, the only way in and out of Manhattan was by boat. You couldn't, the bridges were closed, the tunnels were closed. You couldn't do anything with it, on land. So there's a decent possibility that fresh water is on and around New York City. Maybe there's some gold there because we have Fort Knox. Maybe there's some oil because there might be, although I would expect more of that in Texas, Louisiana, Florida, somewhere in the Gulf. Got it. Throat's a little raspy. But yeah, and limestone. Yeah, so there's a bunch of things. I could see New York City possibly getting all 7 or 8 of the resources that we know about right now. Ramesh says, could you explain the Pi network? Yes, absolutely. So there is link down below for Pi network, Patreon, everything down below, merch store. But what it is you have these 3 Stanford graduates, professors that they made a network very, very dissimilar, so not the same as Bitcoin, where Bitcoin, like 90% of the people that are mining, or 95% of people that are mining, are all in one area. A lot of them are in China. A lot of them are people that have big setups. But they wanted it different. They wanted it to say that, okay, you have, I'm going to mine the same amount as you can mine it because it doesn't take that much computer power. It actually doesn't, for me, a Pi, it doesn't slow down my processor. Thank you guys for 10 likes. It doesn't slow down anything. It doesn't make anything slower. I haven't noticed the battery usage going down. And it's based off your network. So if you're in India and you have like 1 million people using your code, you're mining more Pi. For me, I have like 272 people in the network, but only like 160 people mining at one time. And I'm mining about 8 Pi an hour. And what it is, it's very decentralized, and you're your own. You're in your own network. And towards December, they're going to actually release it. And that's what's going to be phase 3, and we're going to have an actual cryptocurrency there. How much will it be? Some people, like myself, are speculating around 1 to 10 cents, and I have 18,000 Pi, so it'd be like $1,800 if it's 10 cents, it'll be $180 if it's 1 cent. But it doesn't cost any electricity, from what I know. You're just mining on your phone. I wake up, I hit the mine button, and it's free. Like, it doesn't cost you anything like other cryptocurrencies. To say mining equipment. No, you're just mining on your phone, and it's free. You're not mining. You're not paying for it right now. They're not asking you for, $10 from you, and you can mine as much Pi as you want with the promise. No, it's absolutely free. And there are a lot of people that are planning, as soon as it, because they have like millions of Pi, that as soon as it goes out on the market, they're going to sell everything. So even if it comes out at 10 cents a coin, you're going to see a huge dip, I think. And I actually might buy more when it comes out just from that. There's probably going to be about 80 billion or so Pi at the end of it when it first comes out, which I think it was not Solana. It was another cryptocurrency that has like 20 something billion is like, I think it's is 40 something, almost 50 cents now. And it's like, okay, well, if Pi has 4x the amount, then it should be 1/4 the price. So that's why I was thinking 10 cents, but probably 1 to 10 cents, because it's not that it's not known. It's just, it's going to make a splash, and everyone's going to sell because that's free money for them at that point. I hope that explains it, Ramesh. Nicole Smith says the buyback won't matter too much because the OMI price has dropped so much. They don't even have to spend half the amount they made off gems to fill the reserve lot. And Nicole Smith, that's exactly why I think they should do it now. The guys at View saying, okay, well, we have all this money. Let's go and buy back while the OMI price is very, very small. Why it's very, very so close to zero, because they're going to have to buy back eventually, and they would want the company to buy back those things while it's small so they could buy a lot of it. And this way they could liquidate a little bit easier in the future. Because right now, if you want to liquidate, let's say a billion coins, that might affect the market. Where we had somebody, one of my subscribers, a month or two ago, when it was like 0.003 cents. By himself, got it up to 0.005 cents because he was putting in 100,000 and the orders just wouldn't fill in time. So if you're going to do that, I would say do it in blocks of like 25, 30,000. Now, for someone that wants to put in $1 million into this, take a day. Take a day and say, okay, this hour I'm going to put in 30,000, this 40, see, but be advised what you're going to do with just even a small amount of a couple $100,000, you're going to go and change the price significantly. So even though there's 168 billion in the float, a lot of which are spoken for, a lot of which, again, people just aren't selling right now. That's why $100,000 can increase it so much. He put in 200,000, if I am not mistaken, or slightly less than 200,000. But that does affect the float. That does affect the price with just that small amount of money. And I say small amount of money because there are millionaires that I have, multi-millionaires, maybe even decamillionaires that I have on my Patreon and on my subscribers list that can do that can affect that. So yeah, if you want to put $1 million in or whatever, do that very, very slowly. Take a day to do it. But as for the rest of your question, I think it will matter a lot because they can buy so much. They could buy so much from the market right now for $1 million, and they're going to make, I don't know how many millions of dollars today on the drop alone. They could do that. Just take from the profits, just right off the top. So I think it's a really good idea for them to do that, which again, I think that they're going to want to. So speaking of rats, just ran over one that was already ran over while driving through Central Park. Oh man, poor Ratty. I mean, this was already gone. Rip Ratata. Lynn X says, yeah, I watched your live after. It's been uploaded as a video. You were talking about Solana. Yeah, thank you, Lynn X, for that. Lynn X says, we're studying all week for exam that I had 3 days ago, so it wasn't active. Oh, I understand that 100%. Definitely go, concentrate on that. Set yourself up for a good future. And proud of you for studying and putting that first. Oh, Bait Maximo, what's going on? Howdy. Lynn X says, New York seems fun, but just for a visit, I couldn't live in a place with so many people and no nature. Yeah, that's, the only nature you're really going to get is Central Park. You can make the argument that even just north of the city, you can get some nature as well. I think there was a coyote in Chinatown like last year. During the heart of the pandemic, because like coyotes, like the fudge, there's all the people. But New York City, I would never want to live there. Like I had a couple of friends like in the military be like, oh, you're gonna get out and you're gonna go to New York. Let me get out. Let's live in New York City together. And I'd be like, hey, yo, bro, it's not that special. Like it's not just a train ride. Live in like Queens. Live in Jamaica. Live in somewhere close to the city. He's like, nah, bro, just go in New York City. And I was like, bro, it's not that special. Like it's great to visit and it's great to go and walk around for the day. But it's literally like you could be spending $8,000 a month on rent for an apartment in New York City. $10,000 a month. Like there are places with nice views that you're spending double that, 15, 20,000 a month. It's a lot. And I just like, I could not do that. Even when I have $10 million, I am not going to be spending $20,000 a month on an apartment. I just can't do it. That's just too much. So much of that can go to charity. I just, couldn't do it. I just getting weird thinking about that. Maxwell Cook says, you thinking about stellar? Yes, stellar lumens. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. When I was talking about pi, that has about 20-something billion, it's like 40-something, 50 cents. Thank you, Maxwell Cook. Reading my mind there. Vasilio says, lots of nature here. I deal with animals daily. Yeah, there's definitely, honestly, New York City, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got their rat master that they learned karate from. You got superheroes. You got the Fantastic Four. You got the Avengers. Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man's born in Queens. Devil in Hell's Kitchen. This is where most superhero lives. So, yeah. Lynn says, at Vasilio, I might said that bit stereotypical, but I'm from where there is no place without seeing nature. Our capital is the greenest city in Europe and third in the world. Oh, man, that sounds so nice. It sounds so beautiful. I can't wait to go there one day. I miss Europe so much. And I recently found out that Germany and Austria, they still have travel bans, but I can go to Ireland. I can go to London, in the UK. London Calling. Oh, such a good song. I won't. I just wouldn't be able to go to Germany or Austria, and that's where a lot of my friends are. So I'm gonna wait until those countries are open before I go and fly. But yeah, I don't know if I can go to Scotland yet. I have a friend named Siobhan that lives basically right on that Loch Ness lake where I can go and hunt for the Loch Ness monster. Oh, I can't wait. That'll be so exciting. Sturgis Steel says Stellar. Yeah, Stellar. I remember when that was like 20 something cents, and now it's 40 something, maybe even close to 50 cents. It might have gone down as well. I don't know. Moving on. Let me know if you have any drops or what you're trying to get as far as drops today. Do you want the fat Tony the Tiger? Do you want the fat Bumblebee? I am aiming for the fat Count Cocoa Puff. I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. I have 100 gems ready to go. I have never gotten a super ultra rare, so I'm probably not going to get this one. But on the off chance that I do, I'll be very happy tonight. So I will let you all know tonight if I get anything. Because just letting you guys know that now. Oh, I forgot to give it to her. Danielle, if you're watching, she's at work, but I got this for my girlfriend. I got a Aristocats shirt. Everyone ever saw the movie Aristocrats? It is not the same. So if you're thinking about that, get your mind out of the gutter. It is not the same. It's about cats and how everybody wants to be a cat. Even doggos. Okay. Lynn X says, have you seen the new E2 button active bids? No, I heard about it last night though, where some people had bids. They would get maybe one or two bids a month, and they got like 18 bids over like the last 24 hours. Like, have you seen that? It's like, no, not yet. But I logged on this morning. I haven't had any active bids. Maybe I'll put a couple more properties up for sale. Again, not getting out by any means. I'm selling a couple things, and then I'm going to buy a lot more things. That's just what I want to do right now. Sell in America, and then I will buy in Chaveztopia. I'll buy in places that are under $1, and I'm just going to increase my tiles, and maybe even save some money on top of that. You know, like keep a little for the phase 2. You know, when we're able to buy resources, because I'm going to buy as much as I can, and then save a little for the crypto as well. Moving on, Lynn X says active bids button shows all your bids, and I found like $50 of old bids that I forgot. Oh, you mean like bids that you can go and cancel? Yeah. So you can go and cancel those bids, and that's pretty much found money that you can go and just be like, oh, I'm gonna cancel that, and yeah. So yeah, found money. Very excited for that. Basilio says Fat Tony the Tiger sounds like a mob. yeah, it does sound like a mob boss. He actually, put like a coat on him, put like one of those fedoras. I could definitely see him as a mob boss. I actually had a weird dream one day that I was stationed in McGuire Air Force Base, and there were giant breakfast cereal mascots attacking the base, and all I wanted was chocolate milk. I was at the dining facilities, like, I do not want to deal with these giant freaking monsters right now. I think I just seen Godzilla, like the 2014 one. So I was seeing giant, like Tony the Tiger and the Me Want Honeycomb guy attacking the base. Probably pretty appropriate. But I just wanted my chocolate milk. I was like, I don't want to deal with that right now. I just want to drink chocolate milk. Legio Leon says, do you think it's worth it to buy Class 1 tiles of the marketplace right now? Absolutely. Class 1 tiles are so hard to get. Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're getting them for, 10% off the new tile price. New tile price, you're going to get Class 2 or Class 3 or even Class 4 or wherever you're at if you're in America. But if you get, if you want to get Class 1 and you can get them 10% off the new tile price, yeah, I'll do that all day. Again, depending on where you are, because I don't want to do that, I'd rather do that in countries that are, $1 or less. I'd do that in Antarctica right now, just because, and then eventually take those tiles and move them to Chaveztopia when we're able to take them and move them, when to break some off. I definitely want to do that. Brady Mercury says, I have to stop all investments because my dad is in a bad condition. He's been fighting cancer for 2 years, and unfortunately there's no rescue. Man, I'm sorry. I had a couple friends do that, when their parents or grandparents go through that. That's like one of the worst things. So definitely best wishes to your dad. Hope stays comfortable. You can keep him comfortable. Just being there for him is probably going to be one of the best things that you could do, Brady Mercury. So best of luck to you on that. Feels bad. But now it is time for a 30-minute Patreon member shout out. I never believed in these, that I couldn't see. I said if I can't feel it, how can there be no magic? What happened to me? And then I saw you, I couldn't believe it. You took my heart. All right, so we're gonna move on, and we have Lynn X giving those prayer hands to Freddie Mercury. Says thank you. Yes, love you too, Freddie. Big Mac says, will you try to get any NFT today? Absolutely. That Count Cocoa Puff, that Count Chocolate, Doctor the Count. I can't wait for that in just a few minutes. So probably in like, next 5 or 10 minutes, I'll bounce. I'll go get ready and prepare myself for that. I'm going to go and I'm going to get it. And I'm going to say, I win. If I can get 2. I don't even think I'll be able to get 2 because it's like $90 per one. And I have 100 gems in there right now. So I have enough just for one. If I can't get that, I'll try to get, if I can't get the ultra rare or whatever it is, I'll get a rare or I'll get an uncommon. I mean, these are one of the Ron English ones, so I don't mind getting even just a common, because again, Ron English, this is the first one that he's doing. They're probably going to have other Ron English drops in the future. I hope they have Banksy drops. I hope they have as much as they want. Sorry, getting the, I've been running a lot recently, and yesterday, when I think I mentioned this on my stream last night, I had gotten home. I had not even untied my shoes. I just like kicked them off. I like crawled to the bathtub. I turn on the shower and I get in like the bathtub with my clothes on. I was like, ugh. It was so hot. It was still hot. I need an air conditioner. So those are the NFTs that I'm trying for today. And actually I think it was Non-Fungible Wonderful. He did a video on going to like GameStop or whatever, asking these kids, they're like 16 or whatever, saying like, hey, do you guys like NFTs? Like, do you collect any? And they're like, yeah, we actually collect this, and this. Like, have you heard of VV? He is doing the Lord's work right there. He is saying like, I got the, check out this VV app, and he's going about all these collectibles. They got Batman, they got Superman, they got Cartoon Network, and this kid's like, all right. Again, once kids go and they get their teeth into something, they never let go, like a pit bull with lockjaw. Celia says, giving some cancer advice there, and I have heard that super alkaline diets are very, very good for people with cancer. And Joe Dewan says, go! Yes, we're gonna go to the heckin' moon. Also, everyone comment down below what you are gonna do with the funds when OMI gets to 10 cents and beyond. 2026 reaches to $1. Are you hodling? Are you here for a quick profit? Again, I'm not going to blame you if you're buying, if you're buying OMI at 0.002, and let's say it even goes to 2 cents and you 10x, you had $1,000 in, I get 10,000. I'm not going to blame you taking some profit, extra 10 grand. Or if you put in 10 grand and then you have 100 grand, okay, that's more than most people's salaries in the year, making $90,000. So yeah, not gonna fault you for that. But I am going to say that what is 10 grand right now get you like what 4 or 5 million OMI, something like that. No, because 2,000 would be $1 million. Oh yeah, actually 10 grand get 4 or 5 million OMI. I bought another $500, about $475 worth today. I don't know how much that would be. Let's say an extra 200 something thousand. So I actually should have by tonight's stream over 9 million OMI. So that's very, very exciting to break that 9 million mark. And within the next couple of weeks, I should have because I am selling my book of business for the high risk lending business, and I will go and probably get 10 million. I'll get 10 million OMI before the end of the month, before the month is over. Mark my words, folks. Zio says, it all depends on the individual's goal. Let's get ultra rares. Yeah, Joe T1, let's get ultra rares. Lynn X says, going to reinvest all that OMI money for a retirement in my 30s. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, OMI is the retirement. I mean, I'm already retired, but I mean, like, super wealthy. OMI, in my opinion, I told my girlfriend who bought a little bit more Bitcoin as well. She has almost as much Bitcoin as me, which isn't a lot. I have 0.73 Bitcoin, and she has like 0.67, or, oh, that'd be great if she had 0.69. That'd be fun. Vasilo says, some people don't want to be millionaires, believe it or not. Yeah, honestly, when I was younger, I was scared. because I had seen people that get some money and it like changed them, and it like it just it didn't yeah, it just made them a little uppity, like they were better than people. And it's like, listen, I at the end of the day, like I'm retired. I'm still in sweatshirts. I'm still in a gray tank top and some gray shorts. I don't. Yeah, I don't pretend to try to be better than anyone. I know exactly. I know exactly where I stand. I'm like Emily Gilmore when it comes down to it. Yeah, she's rich. She's got a lot of money. Comes down to it, she's just a broad. In the great words of Bebet, oh, Emily, you're just a broad. I'm just I'm a simple guy. I will always, I mean, I'll buy nice sneakers because I like to run. But again, I go to the Disney store and I get, Aristocats shirts for my girlfriend. I like Harry Potter World, I like Pokemon. I have 2012 Honda Civic. So it says money just magnifies who you already are. Yeah. Vittori G. Pascal says, let's get that bread. 10 minutes. Can't wait. So it says, just like social media. Yeah, I agree with that too. I do like to post when I'm on vacation, when I'm in Europe, when I'm with friends, but it's not because of, I would do that if they come to New York City, if we go meet in the fields of Ohio. I would just, whenever I'm on vacation, I just post it to Instagram, just because I'm always with my friends. I didn't do that this time though when I was in Washington. I guess it was a little more low key, a little more laid back. We weren't like crazy partying. The guys that I was visiting, Jesse, maybe, he's got a couple of, he's just a beer drinker, not like a crazy mixed drink guy. Drink a couple of beers, he's good. Ashley will have 1 or 2 beers, and she's like, whew, I'm tired. It's like, oh my God, you're so cute. On Kurdan55 says, in the future, kids will want to be Bitcoiners. Yes. And the fact that renewable energy is a great way to mine, I think Bitcoin by itself will transition the acceleration to renewable energy like solar panels and power walls, which is only going to be great for Tesla, only going to be great for anyone that has it, and for Bitcoiners as well. I love the fact that kids these days, like young kids in their teens, are just be like, we want to get into finance because we believe that, especially with carbon neutral stuff like Immutable X and Ethereum, or what Ethereum's going to be, no gas fees and everything, make money and not damage the environment. So love it. Vasile says, Hokas are my running shoe fetish. I don't know what these are. These are Prime Blue, I guess. I don't know. When I went to go get them, I looked like I was in gray sweatpants, I was in a wife beater, and the guy, I was like, hey, like, do you have any? So I was like, hey, which are like the best running shoes? And it's like, well, we got these that are on sale. And I was like, okay, are they the best? He's like they're on sale. And I was like, okay, well, like, do you like are which are the best running shoes? He's like, these are the best, but they're not on sale. And I was like, so I can't buy them? He's like, you can, but they're not on sale. And I'm thinking, like, does he mean like on sale, like discount? I was like, can I just get these shoes, please? Like, yeah, sure. Like, he was giving me like these like $40 run shoes. Like, listen, I run a lot. I know I have bad knees. I need to feel really good when I run. But he just thought I was a lot poorer because again, just looking like this right now, looking like and again, I eat Taco Bell. Not promoted here. Definitely not promoted. It says, thank you. We do everything but late already. Drive now from Norway to my home in Poland to see him and spend some time. All right, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, definitely go see your dad. Tell him we wish him well here. Vasile says, sorry to hear that. Dr. Professor Krabinsky says, are you selling off your E2 tiles? I'm selling a couple of them, not to like get profit and run. It's to get profit and buy more tiles. So if I can sell, let's say, American tiles, and I'm just going to put it at $11.71 a tile, I have no issue selling a bunch of those Class 2 tiles just to get more Class 2 Antarctica tiles. If I can sell 10 tiles, or say I sell 100 tiles in the US at $11.71, I can go and buy 1,000 Antarctica tiles for $1.71. I will do that all day. Why? Because I'm trading Class 2 tiles for Class 2 tiles, but I'm just getting more of them. I'm getting 10x. So it's really just to go and get more, increase my tilehood, increase that, and not having to spend money. When X says $1 million would be so much for me To reach that, it would take around 100 years with average wage here, but you would need to not eat and have no place to live. 100K and a Tesla car, and I'm good for the rest of my life. Lynn X, how much OMI you have? How much everything else you have? Let me know. Kurtan55 says, if you develop financial intelligence, you can make money from thin air. Doesn't matter if you're a millionaire. Yeah, agreed. If you and again, Lynn X, you're in college, so you're doing a thing. But for me, going to I just work my butt off. If I had to start all over again, I would. I would not want to, but if I had to, I could, and I'd be in the same position in like 6 years from now. I do have to go, so I'll do this real quick. Get a strong share, maximum souvenir as you can. Yes. What's up, Six Paco Lopez? This makes total sense from Dr. Kaminsky. What I do too, if it comes to video game skins, I think something kind of reached this peak, and it could take some time for it to double to sell and buy some stuff that 2x's. Yeah, 2x a lot faster. So guys, I'm gonna go because we got that. What do you call it? We got that drop. We got to go get NFTs on. Thank you, Raythax, for that $5 super chat. That means a lot. Thank you, everyone watching, and for the likes. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Slap hands. Vintage League. Yep. All right. Bye, guys. Meow.